Ladies and gentlemen, today is an announcement about the first step in important reforms to the way that this government will deliver disability services to people across Queensland who have disabilities, their carers and their families. Cabinet has been considering a number of ways that we can do a better job, drive the dollars that are available further, but most importantly give people a much better way forward in terms of how they deal with their individual needs. The government is also working, and this is not the purpose of today's announcement, the government is also working to deliver more affordable housing, social housing and housing for people with disabilities. And myself, Dr Bruce Flegg, the Minister for Housing, Tracy Davis, John McAuliffe and Joe, for example, have had discussions in recent weeks about how we'll unlock the potential of all the government land that is sitting on the books near railway stations and busway stations so that we can actually do a much better job of housing Queenslanders, generally speaking, and also housing people who have disabilities. Now, I might throw to the Minister to say a few words about the specifics of this announcement. Over to you.
Well, thank you, Premier. And it is very great to be here today at Multicap. I'm really excited about today's announcement. The Queensland Government is very interested in providing people with disabilities, their families and their carers, opportunity for choice and control with the funding that they receive from government. And the announcement that we're making today is that of a trial, and we will be asking around 1,300 families whether they would like to participate in this trial, which will allow for them to have more choice and control over the way that they manage their disability funding entitlements. So it's an exciting day for us. Queensland has always, as the Premier said, been very supportive of an NDIS. In the trials of an NDIS, there are 3 planks that are being trialled, and the first one is the assessment tool, which Queensland has been participating in and really reflects the assessment tool that we use presently. The second is the use of local area coordinators on the ground, and Queensland also has local area coordinators, and I was very lucky last week to be in Mergen and have the opportunity to meet one of those local area coordinators. But the third plank is about self-directed funding. It's one of the key elements of an NDIS, and what this government is doing is offering a trial out to people with a disability in order for them to self-direct their funds. So what we're attempting to do is to align ourselves very cleanly with those elements of an NDIS that are being trialled presently, and it's a very exciting time. In the short time that I've been the Minister, and that before as the Shadow Minister, one of the great aspirations of this sector was to in fact have choice and control over the funding. It will be a massive change to the way that we deliver disability services here in Queensland. Presently, our legislation only allows for us to direct funding to incorporated entities, and in the coming months I'll be taking an amendment to Parliament in order that we can change the head of power so that we can directly fund to individuals. So it's a very exciting time for us. We want to change the way we deliver disability services here in Queensland so that the people that we are out to help, to provide assistance to and provide a dignity of life, achieve what they want to achieve.
How much money is involved?
We might just give Joanne Jessup the opportunity just to say a few words first, and
Thank
then we'll
you.
take some questions. Yeah.
Thanks. It is a really exciting time, and we're delighted that the state government is listening to people with disabilities, their families and their carers. A really big thing for people with disabilities is about having choice and having control of their lives and what they want to do and how they want to live. So this is the first step in that process. It's a really important step across the state to change the legislation so that people can have control of their lives and choose where they want to live and the quality of life that they want to live. So the government's to be congratulated on this initiative. Our families, our clients, as you've met this morning, are really excited about these changes and are fully supportive of the steps the government's taking here towards an NDIS. Thanks.